big on lines. Hello, de nada. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
Back in Week 6, the Giants lost their first game against the Eagles. Can Philadelphia sweep the series? The answer comes your way next.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. And
right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Jackson. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal, have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 9 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. To throw is Cousins. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, You're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
21-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You talk about this Giant defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and long. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Eagles at 8-2 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Number 86. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. A good position to be in here, second and inches, as they've got it as we resume action. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on third and inches. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road. So now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And it's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
What you talking about, ref?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, this is is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Gets past one man. He can't get him down. We'll go to 42, making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing is Cousins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cousins now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Pressure comes and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because
Those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They need 2. Here's third down. Cousins to throw it. That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. To throw, Cousins.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That's complete right around the 8. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw is Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Broken tackle. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Back to throw. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down, Cousins.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Cousins is great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
Now Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Now Cousins. Going right side, he finds Slayton. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The kick by Lutz is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So now the Eagles down by a field goal, 1:11 to go. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Here's 1st down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance them.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for the Giants, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.